If you're over 50 and you're looking for a way to make some extra money on the side without starting a new business, keep tuned. We're going to talk about mystery shopping. First, welcome to April Figures It Out. This is my YouTube channel where I'm figuring it out. One of the ways is how do I make money without going back to working a 9-to-5 job? If you're looking for more ways of how to make money on the side, definitely hit like and follow because I'm going to be doing more of these. I got into mystery shopping about 2 years ago because I was looking for something to do on the side that seemed a little bit on the easy side. Not exactly easy, but I needed extra money. I needed to fill in my time. I was working as a personal trainer at the time, and the hours were really odd. And some weeks I needed a little extra. So the big part of it was the flexibility and a little bit of extra income. That was my reason. I don't think that this is going to be a full-time income. I've looked at it, I've tried a little bit of it, and there's a lot of competition out there. So I don't think it will replace it unless you're really working towards making it that way. Can you make maybe 25 to 30 a year? I would say possibly, because there's a lot of stuff out there, but it is a lot of work. It's not just the time inside of a building, it's the paperwork when you're home. Today's shop is, well, I don't know if you can tell, I'm sitting in my car. I'm outside of a mall. So I'm going to go into one of the bigger department stores, and I need to go find I can't say the name, a coffee machine. Actually, several coffee machines by this one producer of coffee machines. I have to take pictures. Let me double check my notes. I have to take pictures. I have to make sure it's clean. I have to see that it has price tags there. I have to see if there's stock underneath the table or above the table. So there are several things I got to look at. When I'm done, I'll be heading home, and I have to fill out a little paperwork online. I have to upload the pictures, looking at my notes again. So it's not going to take me a lot of time. And I also have to be very discreet about this. This is called mystery shopping. So the people can't know what I'm doing. Now, if I'm taking a picture of something and someone comes over and asks, I can say, hey, my child or my boyfriend had asked for something and I want to send him a picture. Is this the one? And then go from there. I've had a couple of times where a manager has come up to me and I've always played it off as something. Basically have to make sure that I'm following the guidelines. And there's an app. I'll be in there looking at my app and I have to take the pictures. I also have to record the time in. Now, this one is $8.50 to do, but I should be done with this in a matter of, oh my gosh, maybe 10 minutes. I just have to get in there, but I have to record everything. I have to record the time that I'm going in. I do believe I have to take a picture of the outside of this business so I can prove that I'm there, and I have to have my timestamp on my photos. Afterwards, when I get home, then I have to do a little bit of paperwork. I have to upload the pictures. I have to fill out a little bit of paperwork. They're going to ask me, did I see this? Did I see that? Was the pricing right? Was it pretty? Was I greeted? And a few more things, but it's the basics of it. So being an $8 job, $8.50 job, this is going to be pretty darn easy because it's not as extensive as other ones that I've done for a little bit more money. Now, I think mystery shopping is great for someone who is over 50. It's great for the younger crowd too, but as someone who is over 50, this doesn't require a lot of heavy lifting. There's no lifting of anything, and you have more free time. It's a flexible schedule. I don't have a boss. I just go online. I go onto the app or go onto the website, and I find what I want to do, ones that I'm comfortable with, ones that I know that the money is right. It's an easy way, really easy way to earn some income. And as long as you've got an attention to detail, then you've got it made. Yep, I'm going to be honest, a little bit more honest about the money. Now, granted, I said that this one was a whole $8, I can't remember. And I've done ones where I think the highest I've been paid for something is $45. And that was an apartment shop. And that was when I went to an apartment complex. I had to call before. I had to reach a specific person. I had to record that call. And then I had to go to the place. I had to take pictures discreetly. I had to ask certain questions because they want to know that the people at these apartment complexes are not telling you about crime or something like that because they're not allowed to. That one. Other ones that I have done I've been into different department stores where I have to count out 100 items in one category. Let's say it's men's shirts. And I need to make sure that all that 100 that's right there, that they are what they're supposed to be. That one, they're men's shirts and that they are the right size. That one's pretty easy. That takes me about 45 minutes to do. And those ones I usually get $30 to do. So pretty quick and easy in a sense. Some of them are small pays. This one's a small pay, but it doesn't take a lot of time. I've done a lot that are $20 here, $30 there, $15, but I usually set it up where if I'm going out, then I'm do 3 or 4 of these on the same day, just trying to minimize how much I'm running around, because if I just do one per day and I have no other reason to go out, then I'm driving back and forth and back and forth, and for a low pay, the money's just not there for that. Now, sometimes I'll do ones and they reach out to me about a month later when they want it done again. And that always makes life so much easier when people reach out to you and say, hey, can you go back to the store and do basically the same exact thing? And those are my typical ones where I'm going to department stores and I just have a different set of clothing that I have to look at. So how do you get started? Well, it can be very overwhelming at first. I know when I started doing them, I was so overwhelmed. I read the paperwork. That can be a little overwhelming, and making sure you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's. And it's just making sure you get the right pictures, making sure you're double checking. So the first couple of times of going somewhere, it's going to take a little bit longer. By now you're wondering, how do you get started? And as far as getting started, what I did is I watched a lot of YouTube. I watched a lot of people on Instagram. And then I looked up a few things and it was still a little overwhelming. And then so I bought a course, and I will have that course linked to the bottom of here. And I'm an affiliate for that course, meaning that if you buy that course, then I'm going to get a little kickback. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit of kickback. In that course, it'll tell you what to look for, what to reach out for. It gives you so many sites to look at. I didn't realize how many different places do mystery shopping. And there is a bunch of them. And there's mystery shopping for just about everything you can think of. And yes, it is very overwhelming at first, but then you find one you're like, okay, I can handle this. Which makes me think I'm going to sidetrack here. My first one was for a shoe store where it just wanted me to go in there. I had to walk around and see how long it took before somebody said something to me. And this was interesting because I'm used to walking into a store and people automatically say, hey, welcome to, whatever that store is. This one, no one did, but people were doing inventory. So it made it quite interesting. And I walked around and I kind of side-eyed people, wondering, are they going to say something? Are they going to say something? And then they didn't. And so I finally had to walk up to someone, because that was actually in my notes, and ask them for help. And they showed me something, and then I had to buy a little thing. And I wound up buying some the gibbets, I think they're called, that go in Crocs. And then I got reimbursed that. So there might be trial and error sometimes of trying to work this out, just making sure that you have all your notes. I've never been asked to redo something, so that's a good thing. So if you're interested to know how I started, that'll be linked to the bottom of here. It's a mystery shopping one. I think it's called Mystery Shopper Mastery, something like that, but it's linked. Mystery shopping has been one of my favorite side hustles to do, because it can fit into my day. Whenever I'm doing errands, I can do that. I've actually gone out on lunchtime when I had a job, when I had a regular 9-to-5 job, and I went out and did 1 or 2, made it kind of easy. Or if I know I'm going into a store, sometimes I'll check and say, oh, do they have something going on? And I'll click on it and get approved and go in and do it. It fits into my life very easy. Before I forget, the income, usually it's 30 days out. Sometimes it's a little bit more. So what I'll do today, I won't get paid for about 30 days. But it's always nice when I get a buzz from PayPal saying there's money in your account, and know that I got paid. So it's keeping track of it. I think there's a few programs out there that you get paid within a couple of days, kind of like how the driving ones where you're doing Grubhub or something like that. So what I'm wondering, have you tried mystery shopping? Do you have any questions for me? If you've tried mystery shopping, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. What was your favorite one? And also remember, if you've done this, you don't have to say where, like I'm saying department store. So if you're getting any value out of this today, please hit like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me about other side hustles, definitely comment below.